Oh, Scotty man tapping.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother?
Everything good?
Hello?
Sit down. Yeah, man. Shout out to our page. Let me first of all say that. Shout out to your page.
I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Talk a little bit louder, man. Somebody holding your throat?
Somebody hold my...
Low. You know what I'm saying? Somebody holding your throat or what?
Nah, I'm with my kids, so I'm doing daddy duty and all that all at one time. You know what I'm saying?
That comes first. Family comes
first. Always before anything. So
how many kids? So before we even start, how many kids you
got? Right now, legally, just 2. The court, we still pending on the...
Well, hold up. This you want to take. We starting off crazy already.
We starting off hot, nigga, out the gate, nigga. Hot out the gate. Nah, just two boys. 2 boys, 7 and 4.
All right, but there might be some
you loud, you screaming. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling, my nigga? Just stop. Like, you don't know who's watching. Just stop yelling.
But this how I talk, man. I from you know.
Man, talking about yo, he's screaming the business mad loud, bro. Just come on, just move on from a different subject. We don't talk about kids no more. Just move on from that now, nigga.
All right.
No, I'm playing. No, for sure, just two kids. No more than that.
All right.
We don't do the irresponsible black man thing. I joke around about it. On some big man energy. You know, that's not the vibe. That's not what I do. That's not what I support. So
let's set it off. This is We Are Flatbush. My name is Papa.
Got you. Shout out to you. Shout out to the page. Shout out what y'all doing. Yeah, I'll be watching some of y'all old school pictures and kind of reminisce Vanderveer days. You know what I mean? That's my hood. Okay. Reminisce Junction Day, Newkirk, Parkside. I grew up on Parkside. So, you know, Flatbush, everybody knows from 2 First, from Dorchester all the way down to Woodruff. You know what I'm saying? So you know the vibe.
Don't speed it up because I want to tippy toe with you. I want to tippy toe through the bush. Yeah, you from the bush, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna recognize you said Vanderveer. I'm from Vanderveer, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Vanderveer, 1972. So, Vanderveer, you.
Me, I used to live on Brooklyn Avenue, right between B and Clarendon. And all my whole family, you know, all Guyanese people, like, the Guyanese Projects.
That's a
Vanderveer was like the Guyanese Projects. Like, soon as you landed from Guyana, that was the first place outside of the visa office that you landed. So all my family used to live off the terrace off Brooklyn Avenue, off of Brooklyn and Foster. Then most of us was in between New York and Brooklyn, like right there on Foster and some of those buildings in between Brooklyn. And those are the days when you couldn't just walk in Vanderveer. Somebody had to come out and get you.
Well, hold on. Talk the years you talking about. I'm talking from 72. What year are you talking about?
I'm talking about the 90s. I'm talking about you talking about way before me, but I'm talking about from my recollection from the 90s as a kid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the days where like, nigga, if you was messing with a chicken, she lived in Vanderveer, you couldn't just go up in there. You wasn't just a hold on, I say you. You couldn't just walk up in Vanderveer. That wasn't happening. You wasn't just gonna walk up and take one of their chicks out of Vanderveer. That wasn't. She gonna have to get a new boyfriend. She got to pick a nigga in Vanderveer to be with. Yes, so you know the vibe. Come on, I know the vibe. Come on.
Like, give me one of your best memories you could tell me about Vanderveer growing up. Like how you said.
I got my bike stolen and niggas ran in Vanderveer. I didn't bother to go after it. I just let them have it. My nigga. They rode in Vanderveer and I was like, all right, I ain't like the bike anyway. I let them go with it. Fuck it. It wasn't worth my life. It wasn't worth me going after. Nah, there was when I used like I said, I used to live like a block down from Vanderveer.
Okay.
And I let this Haitian kid, my neighbor, I let him my bike.
Okay.
And he's riding around and like he went away he rode off for a while and he didn't come back. And I'm sitting there like, yo, what time is you getting back? Like I gotta go back inside. It's time to get back on my bike. Nigga, he ain't come back. Then like an hour later, I saw him come walking down the block. I'm like, yo, you forgot something? What you doing? Cause you walking, but you didn't leave here walking. Like, Niggas stole a bike. I went to try to get it, nigga didn't get it. And I was like, where did they go? They was like, it went in the buildings. So I went to tell my mom. She was like, well, then you just lost your bike, King, because ain't nobody going.
But you lost your bike.
That bike.
So when you went home to your mother and tell her Abana take you bike.
Mm-hmm. First of all, I got in trouble for even letting anybody else use my bike. That was a big thing because nobody else was taking things. So I got in trouble for letting somebody else use my bike. And then to add insult to injury, you know what I'm saying? Then she'll call around and talk about, you got your bike. Somebody going to find him. It's gone. I ain't going after it. Like, yo, nigga, why you got to tell everybody I got my shit jacked, bro? Like, my whole family has to know. Like, oh, my cousin go, yo, I hear you think people and somebody got to find you with your bike. Like, nigga, that's not important, bro.
I'm gonna huff you bike, boy.
I'm on gone with you bike, man. I'm on send you bike on no shit. I'm like, yo, he didn't sell my bike. I'm gonna find it. Like, I held on to hope for like 10 years. I was gonna find that bike. I never found it though, bro. Niggas going with that.
I love my bike in Vanderveer too. You know, my brothers them had to go and get it back. So I guess that's a child thing, growing. You know?
Oh yeah. Nothing you can do.
So it's safe to say now. So were you born in America or you born in Guyana?
I was born in America. I was born here. I was born and raised here.
Okay. So growing up, your family's from Guyana. Growing up in the Flatbush area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Growing up in the Flatbush area, and I'm like, and I know you wanted to eat cheeseburger and French fries from McDonald's, but you don't want to make cook up rice and fish, cake and cheese try for you to eat. So, what was your favorite dish growing up in GT? I mean, in the household.
Yo, you know how like when you go to school, cause so you grow up American, like you're torn between two cultures, right? You're torn between having to be who you're supposed to be in the house,
right,
and then being that nigga outside. You can't. There's that too, and it's different. Like I always talk about, like even with Black Americans, y'all culture is just universal in and outside the home for the most part, right? Because this is America.
Correct.
But culturally, our shit was way different. Like if your pants was just a little bit off your ass, you had to fix it before you got in the house. You know what I'm saying? That looked like that was like 2 inches lower than it should have been. Licks. Like, nah, I gotta get beat for my pants being a little low. Like I'm losing weight, my nigga. I'm working out, bro. It's not even me. So, you know, I remember like being in like first or second grade, bro. And we had a field trip. And my mom, when they used to have them field trips, you got to sign a permission slip. Your mom got to sign a permission slip.
Yeah, I remember.
So my father he would get me like sandwiches or whatever the case is the night before I freeze it. But this night I didn't get a sandwich, so my mother was like, "Well, I'm just gonna pack a roti and curry in a file, and I'm gonna pack a piece of bacon sawfish. I just gonna take it to school." I'm 7 years old with sorrel and bacon sawfish in a bag. Everybody on the bus had like turkey and cheese and shit. So I'm like the odd man out, being like, yo, your food smell funny. I'm like, my mom's not from America. Mind your business.
So what school you talking about? What school you talking about?
When I used to go to PS92 on Parkside. Okay. Then I went to PS35 over by Kings County.
Okay.
Then I went to school in Canarsie. I went to junior high school in Canarsie on Flatlands 82nd.
What's the name of that junior high school?
BYBZ. I 68 BYBZ.
Okay.
Flatlands 82nd. So then I learned. Then I had to grow up in the Canarsie hood. Like Flatbush and Canarsie was two different hoods. Okay. So my pops had moved to Canarsie, and that was the whole different hood, like of uppity gangster niggas. It was like uppity gangster niggas that own homes. You know what I'm saying?
The uppity, like, explain that to the people how Flatbush and Canarsie was so different. Like,
because Canarsie was like a suburb at the time. Back in those days, Canarsie was like a suburb. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like you stepped up out the hood if you moved to Canarsie at a certain point, because a lot of white people were still in Canarsie.
That's a fact.
So Canarsie was like a little suburb. And if you lived in Canarsie, you had a driveway, you had a little yard, your mom had a little grass. Like my son trying to get in the camera. Yeah, I gotta stop. Yo, come on, stop.
Love, it's all love.
Nah, they supposed to be in the bed. It's like, hey, go out bed, man.
Oh, gosh.
So Canarsie was supposed to be like a step up. You know, you finally own a home. That's where people actually went and bought their homes, as opposed to living from Flatbush, where most of our shit was apartment buildings or 3-family buildings. So Canarsie was a step up. Everybody had a yard, a driveway, a garage. So if you had a family member living in Canarsie, it felt like you was on vacation when you left Flatbush and went out to like 91st and J or 91st and L or 87 and, you know what I mean, and Seaview. Like you like, yo, we on paradise, my nigga. We just left fucking Newport. What? That was New Jersey for us, boy. We ain't had no cars to hop on that B6. We in Jersey, nigga. We chilling in a lawn. We got a lawn. There's like a piece of little 4x4 lawn, but yo, we got a lawn, nigga. We rich, boy. That's so my pops. My pops had moved to Canarsie for the first time. I was like, yo, this is heaven, my nigga. It was not heaven though. It really wasn't heaven. It was just Canarsie. So, but Canarsie was a different. Canarsie was a again at the time. It was a you know, working class, middle class kind of ended kind of feel where, you know, people that got tired of living, I'm saw the rubble rousing.
Established family.
Correct.
It was like a second Long Island, if you want to call it.
It was a local Long Island for us. It was local Long Island without having to go through Queens and shit. So. Right.
So we walking. Like I'm saying, I'm a tippy toe with you.
Yeah, boy, nigga, we can talk. Yeah.
You said Vanderveer. I heard you say Parkside. So tell me about 2 First. What part of 2 First they used to reside or hang out in Flatbush? What part of 2 First?
2 First by me. A lot of my people over there on 2 First in Dorchester, between Dorchester and D. Okay. You know that little short block.
I know it.
Yeah. I had people that lived on 2 First between Church and Albemarle. Just the only 2 big houses that's on 2 First. There's only 2 big houses on that block off of Church Avenue, between that Church Avenue and Albemarle.
Cemetery block between the cemetery.
Yeah, the cemetery block. Yeah, between the cemetery block. So you know that was. But in the same breath, as much as we could say, like, we'll talk about who you knew on 2 First. If you ain't had no business being on 2 First, you're not supposed to be on 2 First.
Now, I want you to explain to the people, because like I said, you know what I mean? This is worldwide when we are Flatbush. And yeah. When I talk about Flatbush, every block is like another block. And 21st, East 21st Street, from Caton all the way down to Newkirk.
From Woodruff. We started from Parkside. We started from Parkside, past the castle on Church Avenue, past what was the other block? Every other block was like a hood block. It was a con block, and every other block was like a bod block. I was like, those are blocks you don't fuck with. Like, everybody know, even Vybz Cartel just said in the song, 2 First put the Benz in reverse. Everybody know that's a narrow block, and if you get trapped on that block, Christmas you ain't even seen Christmas. You know what I'm saying? If a car pull out in front of you in that block, another car block you in behind, pause.
Lights out.
It's done. It's slow singing. You know what I'm saying? So, but that,
like I said,
we can take it better. I grew up. A lot of my family's from tennis court, right there on tennis court, the 18th and Church. All that's hood. That's all hood. St. Paul, all that. When Caledonia Hospital was on Parkside. Let's take it back, nigga. Anytime you want to talk, we can talk. Like, I'm St. Paul, from Broome Street, all them back blocks over there by Prospect Park, Lincoln, Hawthorne. Yeah, Church and Troy, where all the Crip was. That's before Crip time. That's before Crips came.
Talking to dudes like you. I like to talk to dudes like you because you got the real spots in Flatbush, and there's many more. It's many more. You know what I mean? But the way you just called it out, you calling out the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really like. But let's talk. Tell me about Parkside. You said Parkside.
First, Parkside was the first time I ever heard a machine gun bust. First time was the first time I ever heard automatic gunfire. That was the first time as a kid I heard a rapid burst, and I was like, "Oh, that's not normal. That's not how most guns sound on TV." That was the first time, and that was I'm talking about like I was a kid, like early. I'm giving my age, like early 90s. You know what I'm saying? That's when the Jamaicans had that area on smash.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's Super Cat days. That's them real butt niggas had church, had Parkside.
I don't even want to mention a certain dude's name, but if you from that era and you know about Parkside and Flatbush between
the certain names you got a name. You can name a lot of names from that time span. But niggas don't understand. Like everybody, you see, like when you start saying like, yo, back in the day, I wouldn't understand. People feel like you're an ancient dinosaur. Nah, nigga, I'm speaking to you. We speaking facts. There was no cameras. There was no cell phones. If you got bodied, you got bodied. Niggas was getting popped left and right. There was nothing you could do about it. Nobody ain't know. Nobody see nothing. You open your mouth. Everybody knew. Don't open your mouth. You ain't got nothing. Shut your fucking mouth. Cause you get clipped.
I'm saying,
you know what I mean? Everybody like how things are now. Everybody recording niggas shooting at other niggas and all that shit. There was none of that shit then.
they have that stuff. Niggas be like, oh, nah, that's how they getting indicted. That's how they getting indicted.
Yeah, that's how. And I feel like they doing all that shit just to show. You're not even trying to be gangster. You want to show off and make people feel like you back. Nah, back in the day, niggas really out here like they was getting it. So, like that's you know what I mean. And we ain't even get into the 50s. We ain't even get into East Flatbush side. We still just on from between Ocean and Brooklyn Avenue.
I was just about to ask you that. I said, yo, what you know about the 50s?
Come on,
And the
50s. The 50s from Canarsie side 50s. You can take it all from Canarsie side from 50s from 59th and Glenwood. You can take it all the way across the 50s and at Rutland. We used to fly Winthrop. Like we're talking about 50s. We talking about the gutter block 50s. You know what I mean? Between Church and Lenox, between I mean, then we start venturing into the 90s. 90s a little more like Bobby Schmurda them side. So like everybody,
Flatbush. I love this. I love this right here. Flatbush to East Flatbush.
Yeah. Because there was no real East Flatbush then. They only started separating the names now. Like there was no East. It was everything was Flatbush for the most part.
That's true.
Everything was Flatbush. You lived in Flatbush, it encompassed the whole from the junction.
I can't say that, Mel. I can't say that. I was agreeing with you, but I really can't say that.
I don't remember there being a difference between Flatbush and East Flatbush. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't remember like a major difference. I remember always just Flatbush.
Most of the people that say Flatbush, but more like the era I came from, the 70s and the 80s, and they would more say like Church Avenue, going to a church in the 90s, and that area like Church and Troy going, that's East Flatbush.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I'm not saying like you are right, you are correct when the majority would just say Flatbush.
Right, but so if you saying they differentiated by just saying East Flat by making that distinction to let you know, well, you in the numbers now, you in the 50s, you in the you know what I mean, you in the 90s, so we the East Flatbush side.
Okay, all right, so let's get off the Let's get on why we brought you here tonight. You're a comedian.
First of all, before we talk about why you brought here tonight, I owe you no money, right?
I'm in the projects right now. Police
we can tell. Everybody can tell. We can tell. We give it a second. We let the ambulance go by. We'll give it a second. And we can tell where you was. It's cool. Cool. I was saying, you said while we brought you here, I said, yo, I just want to make sure I don't owe you no money because All right, go with your question. I just want to make sure.
You don't owe me no money, but you owe me some good jokes tonight, and you start. All right. Well, okay. You're a comedian. What made you start to get into comedian? Were you a class clown when you was a kid? Were you a dude that liked to snap jokes through the neighborhood? What made you step into this world?
You can call me like a class clown, but I couldn't get in trouble because if you got in trouble at home, you got in trouble at school, the trouble was 10 times worse at home. It ain't like it is now. I was more worried about getting in trouble at home. But so I was a class clown. I just always I always enjoyed the ability to make people laugh, or my ability to make people laugh, or whatever it was, whatever I could come up with. And I grew up in that Mad TV era, in Living Color, Martin. You know what I mean? So comedy is different for me. I don't look at comedy as a lot of I know the time is changing and technology changing to where something like TikTok and all these things are people are considered shit comedy. Anything that just somebody running down the street with their shirt off it's not comedy. So I didn't see myself doing comedy. I don't even see myself as a comedian now. Honest to God, like I don't consider everybody like, yo, you funny. Yeah, I don't. Just that's come naturally.
You funny.
I appreciate that. Modesty, but sometimes people are like, yo, you got to put the modesty aside and say, fuck it. Yeah, I know. I kind of know. I'm funny at this point. Like people started telling me, so I was like, all right, maybe a couple of y'all might be right. But once I had told, I was doing comedy for a while, like just online stuff. Never just thought about doing stand up because even when I had told my mother as a kid, I was like, yo, I want to be like on TV and doing acting. She's like, you better go to school and be a businessman. I'm like, nigga,
You want to sell jokes, mommy?
yeah, like nigga, I can make us rich. You're telling me to go work for $40,000 a year?
Mm.
So I didn't really take it serious. I didn't see it as a thing, and then social media began. The Facebook era started, and you know things started to change, and eventually I had kids. I got into I work in healthcare, and went to school for that. I went to school for what I do now, and then eventually I had kids. And
Hold on. You're speeding on me. You're speeding on me.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You said that you do healthcare?
Yeah, I work in healthcare.
Oh, so you work like in a hospital, deal with people, take care of people, and tell
I'm
jokes?
I'm an essential worker. I work every day with COVID patients in the ICU on a daily basis. So when people talk about what they went through, I faced it. I lived it firsthand every single day. I didn't want to do it. Not that I didn't want to save lives. I just didn't want to have to catch COVID. But every day I was in ICU dealing with patients or in the emergency room or whatever the case is. So yeah, healthcare.
I don't want to change what you was talking about. Keep on that, but as you get into that about you are a health you work for the health department. I mean, you work for you're essential worker.
Right.
What do you feel about the vaccine?
So yeah, here's your water. Hold on one second. Here.
No problem.
Put your water. So so I'm gonna segue. I'm gonna just touch this quick and I'm gonna get off of it. Right.
Okay.
Me personally, I don't believe in the vaccine. I don't believe in the vaccine. First of all, number one, from a black person's perspective, more than a healthcare perspective, this country has fucked us for centuries. Excuse my language. This country has fucked us for centuries in every which way, shape, or form, right? And for the people that don't know, that don't read, that don't know history, there's a chosen few that control everything that we do on this planet. There's a chosen few. They control everything that happened to us as black people. They control everything that happens in the world. No one has our best interest at heart, in my opinion. Right? So this vaccine thing is very sketchy and very hit or miss. First of all, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, so if I take the vaccine, I can still catch COVID and I can still spread it.
That don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're right.
So you're telling me this vaccine prevents the COVID form that was here last year that is starting to fade out, but it doesn't stop the new variants of Delta and Lambda and all these things that are coming out. So what is the point of injecting this serum that I don't know what it is, number one, into my body that can cause a variety of reactions, even though they say, well, you take other vaccines and yeah, that's great. But this shit is totally different. This shit is a lot different. And we watch this shit fuck about the planet. Right. So what is it that you're giving that you're willing to offer black people in the poor neighborhoods $100 on a debit card to take it? Or you willing to offer me lottery tickets? Or you willing to offer me a free trip here? What is it that you're getting out of it? That doesn't make me confident that this is about a healthcare thing. This is more about how is Bill Gates, who deals with computers, how is he the lead man in terms of pushing this vaccine? His father his father was involved in something called eugenics, gene therapy, and gene formulation, gene manipulation, and all that shit. These white boys are very much dangerous, and this shit is way bigger than we could even imagine. Even if you try to explain it to people, they gonna look at you like you're crazy. If I try to explain it to y'all, like give you the real rundown, the shit that these white people motherfuckers are sick. I hate using them.
Deep in it.
All right. But nonetheless, if you're asking me if I agree with if how I feel about the vaccine, I feel like if you feel like it is best for you, you should take it. If you feel like it's best for you, and it is, and this country, they do things to make us scared into doing things. They're scaring us. Well, you can't go to the movie, you can't go here, you can't do this, you can't. They're forcing you without forcing you. Like they tell us you were free, but we're not free, right? If you feel like it is in your best interest to do so, do so. But I do feel like there's too much misinformation for us to make an informed decision about it. There's too many different facts coming from too many different sources. There's too many people that people. I work with healthcare professionals that are in a higher position than me that come to me and tell me, yo, I saw this video on TikTok. They're talking about the virus, and I don't trust it. You're damn near a doctor, and you're telling me the TikTok video is what you, the medical professional, you're telling me a TikTok video is where you're taking information from? There's too much misinformation going on for people to make a true informed decision. Somebody like Donald Trump is not the motherfucker I'm listening to when he was president. Is not the person that's going to lead me to take a vaccine. Oh, fuck. You give it to your son.
Give it to your kids.
Let me inject it into your child.
Thank you.
What's his son name, Donald Trump? Barron? Let me inject Barron with the vaccine to see how we feel about it before I give it to my kid.
That's a fact. I ain't definitely giving mine. Because like I said, they telling you, like you just said, they telling you, take this one. Now they telling you to take 3. They tell you
so if the first one, so we take the first booster, we take the first shot, and then when a new variant comes out, well, oh shit, y'all got to come back. We got to give it a variant. We fucked up on the last one, but this one's good for sure. You good on this one? Don't worry about this one. The next one is good, and then the new variant comes out. Oh shit, you gonna have to come back, bro. We got to give you a 3rd booster. So what is the point? What is the point? Why are we taking the fucking vaccine in the first place? There are many things you could do. Look at, I'm gonna touch this, and we're gonna go back to what we talking about because I want to give. The president of Haiti was killed.
Right, that's a fact.
I'm gonna say it again. The president of Haiti was killed, murdered. They blasted that man because he said, "I don't want no vaccine in my country. I'm good. We got the natural herbs and remedies to deal with it. The earth makes all the natural herbs and remedies to combat a lot of things, right? But these pharmaceutical companies make tons of money, and they're so much bigger than you. They're willing to wipe a president off the face of the map if you stop their money." The next day after the Haitian president died, 250 doses of fucking vaccine that he didn't want in that country landed
in his
in
country.
Haiti. So you mean to tell me the vaccine thing's really by okay? What? The president, I'll give you another one. The president of Burundi in Africa, he said, "Nah, bro, we good on that vaccine bullshit. Y'all go ahead with that vaccine bullshit." All of a sudden, he was miraculously poisoned one night.
I ain't never heard about that one. I didn't hear that one.
There's like five black presidents that refused to do it, or black lead head of the state. They died due to research. Random presidents died.
You gave We Are Flatbush some jewels on that, and the people are definitely going to research on that.
Yeah,
Thank you. Go for that.
Yeah.
Now, you said we was talking about how you was getting in and
how I got into comedy, why I'm doing what I'm doing now, and why I'm trying to build what I'm trying to build.
Attention. What really caught my attention is that you getting into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Using the Instagram platform. Like, was that more you to do that way, or going on the stage?
Say it one more time. Your phone chipped out. Say it one more time.
I was saying that you said when you started to do it, you started to get on the Instagram and go live and put right? Was that hard for you to just take your phone and record yourself saying a joke, or just going on?
Nah, because whatever I do, whatever I choose to give to the internet, it's because it comes natural for me, and I'm in my element. It's what I do on a daily basis. So people are like, "Yo, you funny?" But like, nah, this is what I do when I wake up in the morning. This is how I am. I'm not giving y'all something that's not me when you meet me. If you meet me in person, the same energy you feel, you know what I mean? So people always think it's the character. That's just this phone and the ability to send out information to the internet is, for me, it's just an outlet. It's just a quick outlet just to release some stress, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we all dealing with life. I see you sipping sometimes. Everybody, when we get off the phone, we got shit we got to deal with biz. So when I got like a minute or 2 minutes, I think of something on the spot, and I can think of something real quick, and I can make people laugh with this shit. Let me just drop this quick, and then I'll drop that and I keep it going. I just gave you just me. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally, my coworkers every day get a comedy show because it just vibes every day. Every day they guarantee the show. So and it's not, I'm not trying to, but it's just.
So more of your jokes and more of your skits come from day-to-day living. What you go
from every day, come from relatable shit that we all go through. We all live. We all experience.
Like the bus. Let's go to that bus skit you just did. Like, what made you come up with that skit? Because I know everybody can relate to that.
Because if you grew up in New York City and you particularly, I don't know about, I can't say, I've seen other people that commented from like all over the place. Nah, that's Boston. Nah, that's DC. That's everybody. Nigga, if you grew up in Brooklyn, I ain't know about Queens. Queens is a different ball game for us. But you grew up in Brooklyn and you knew where the transfer spots was. You knew the anxiety that was coming when you saw your bus coming slow and you see the 35. You got to transfer that shit. And you know the next one ain't coming for a few minutes, and you looking at it like, yo, big man, hurry up. Yo, I'm gonna miss the bus. Yeah, yo, I'm talking about stress, and especially when there's like 10 of y'all trying to get off the back to get the transfer, y'all spazzing in the back, my nigga. And the bus driver having the time of his life laughing at our expense, my man. He over there fucking with y'all. He over there like, yo, touch the yellow tape. And you over there, it's not working. It's not working. Like, he's like, we spazzing because I'm gonna miss that bus. And if I miss that bus, it throws off my whole day, my nigga. I missed that 35 on Church and Flatbush. That's my day is ruined. Like my shit is, I'm finished for the day. I'm gonna be late and everything, my nigga. So,
yo, everybody went through some shit like that. My man called me today and laughed. He's like, yo, son, I went through that shit. Yo,
that shit is, yo, that's the worst. Yo, let me tell you something. That, yo, it really fucked your day up. You had an attitude now when you come home, you talking about it all night. Yo, this man really fucking, I used to stand by the bus on this man. He drive past and stop. Like that shit really fucked your day up. If you missed the transfer or he ain't let you off, boy, that was stress. That bus thing was stress, buddy. We back there panicking. The whole bus, when you start yelling back door and the bus driver can't hear you, everybody in the bus like, yo, back door, yo, drive, like, what's wrong with this thing? Yo, head, like, the whole bus is yelling this nigga back door. So I'm not saying nothing that's made up. This is shit we experience on a daily basis, having to get to school, having to go to work.
So if you went through an experience like that on a bus, tell me an experience that you went like that on a dollar van.
Nigga, dollar van driver stopped to make a drug stop, nigga. And you like, yo, is this really happening, my nigga? Yo, you're good, G. You're good, man. Everybody stop for 2 minutes. All it. Sit on the front seat. Sit on the front seat. Like, I don't want to sit in the front seat, my nigga. I want to sit in the back with the rest of the. Yo, come front seat. You're good. Like, nah, I don't want to be associated with whatever you got going on, big nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Yo, you making me weak. You making me.
Cause nigga, am I making anything up?
No.
You went to get on a dollar van, nigga, be like, yo, come out the front seat. Like, nah, bro, I don't even know you like that, my nigga. I want to sit with the rest of the passengers, my nigga. Like, I don't know if that's a good idea to sit in the front seat with you, big man. You know what I mean?
Oh man, look, as you just say that, the front seat, right, and a dollar van. I know everybody Flatbush, and the old era of the dollar vans back in the days. You could be able to sit in the front seat. It was a real van. Nowadays, it's
yeah, them little Wagoneer shits that they got. Everybody, the little station wagon shits with the aisles. That was luxury when them shits first came on the scene. And niggas like, yo, you supposed to do dollar vans, my nigga? Like, yo, shit got an aisle and everything. Be like, yo, I'm about to jump on one. But no, it didn't even matter. We had to go. You just want to see what it's like on the inside. You know what I'm saying? The first couple ones that was on Flatbush, when niggas started, like, it was a topic. That was like a topic in the hood. Like, yo, you saw the new dollar vans, my nigga?
You can stand up.
You can stand up. You can do whatever you want to do. Niggas like a tour bus, my nigga. Like,
my best, the old dollar vans was my shit. Talking about Christmas time, coming from downtown Brooklyn.
With your bags coming from Fulton, when it was real Fulton, when they had every sneaker stop, all the sneakers down there. Niggas don't know back in the, yo, come on, you taking me back. You made me reminisce, my nigga. Come on.
That's what it's about, man. You all about reminiscing. You all about the days, man. And
then Fulton, that was a whole different hood from our hood. You know what I'm saying? That was Bed-Stuy hood. That was Bed-Stuy Fort Greene hood. So you down there with you and 4 Flatbush niggas, and y'all buck up on some niggas that's from a different side. That's a whole different jungle of hood. That's American hood. We from Caribbean hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, we a Caribbean American hood.
Flatbush, Crown Heights, and Canarsie was Flatbush is melted pot Caribbean, and Crown Heights was a little bit of Jews, and Canarsie had the Caribbeans with a little bit of white. So inside that was American people.
It was American hood.
It was all American people.
It was all American hood. We was gangster. We was gangster, but we was dressy and shit. Like, we was dressy and even fight. We was fashionable even in fight. Them niggas, they was just rugged looking. They was just like, yo, y'all niggas grungy looking. I ain't gonna lie, were you from Bedside? And we talking about Bedside back in the day, my nigga.
No disrespect to the Browns or
Nah,
Bedside.
no disrespect shit. I'm just talking about like just on real shit, like how we looked at it.
I'm keeping it real. I mean, and I went live one time with Little C's that was from Junior Mafia, run with Biggie, and I told and Clep, and I was like, yo, I remember one time I was in the stop and I stopped at the payphone, and some girls was like, yo, you ain't from out here. I was like, well, how you know that? You got to be from Flatbush or Crown Heights. I was like, ah,
You dress.
you just
You dress different.
The way we dressed, I'm like,
you dress different.
That shit messed me up. Like, what?
It's real shit.
But when you really looked at back in the days, it was Brownsville niggas with black boots, the key.
Oh yeah, they was just they Brownsville was like Newark of Brooklyn. Brownsville is like the Newark, nigga. Let me tell you something right now, cause Brownsville, if y'all niggas don't know about Newark, New Jersey,
I know about
Brownsville. Brownsville was like the Angola in New Orleans. You heard about Angola? That what Brownsville is. That nigga. You go out there, it's despair, nigga. You walk through Brownsville like, nigga, I'm not even supposed to be here right now, my nigga. Like, why are we out here? Like, nigga, you know. You didn't even have to be like a pussy. You're not saying call nobody pussy, nothing like that, right? But you knew where you wasn't supposed to be, even if you was a tough nigga or not. Like, you knew, all right, I'm not supposed to be here in certain situations. You meet a chick and she like, yo, I live over in Legion, or I live on what's the street's name in Brownsville? One of them blocks in Brownsville, especially the blocks with all the projects, with like 15 projects like next to each other. And she tell you, yeah. She tell you she look good, but she say she from that side. You like, oh.
You gotta bring it down, man. You gotta bring it down with you.
And even if you bring it, you still outnumbered, nigga. It don't matter, nigga.
Hey, you gotta bring it with you, man. You gotta.
Yo, son, niggas in Brownsville, especially in them days, the cops were afraid to go into Brownsville. The cops were they would stay on the outskirts, and they would see you going in. They'd be like, good luck. Good luck. God be with you, my nigga. Let me know how that work out for you when you get there.
All right, hold on. You making me crack up. As you got me so fucked up, I forgot what I wanted to ask you.
I'm lying? I'm telling
you. You're not lying. But I wanted to ask you something. As a comedian, right? Like, who do you look up to as
a comedian? Who do I look up
to be a comedian?
Dave Chappelle. People like Dave Chappelle that stand stand their ground and stand for something, especially when it comes to black people and the progressiveness and the betterment of our people that look like us. They rule with that divide and conquer thing. They try to keep us divided so we can't be unified. And George Floyd's death brought a lot of black people to a certain level of, okay, wow, hey, so they're still trying to kill us. They're acting like everything's free and there's new technology. This is still like they're still murdering us at a crazy rate. So people like that stand their ground and make white people as uncomfortable as they do. Anyway, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is who I admire in terms of how you carry yourself, how you function from a business perspective, how you represent your people. A lot of you got the a few other ones, but if you ask him, Dave Chappelle.
The person up to as a comedian, who you look at?
As a Caribbean comedian, who do I look at?
Huh?
You said who do I look at as a Caribbean comedian?
Who do you respect? I ain't gonna say look up to.
So there's not many of us. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody knows the main ones. I give a lot of respect to Haitian V. I don't know if you know Vlad, the Haitian dude. I give a lot of respect to him because he's truly funny.
On the platform, if you could make that happen, you'd love to get him on the platform.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. He's a part of the Comedy Carnival show that I have. He's a big part. Without him, that show doesn't go on the way it does. But he's a person that I give a lot of respect to. There's a few other up and coming that they're making their name. They haven't gotten there yet, but in order to be a comedian, it's not just internet and stand up. Everybody. The expectation is that I'm going to say Majah Hype. The expectation is that I'm going to say Majah Hype, right? But I stand by a certain set of principles as a man. If you don't, I can't give you a certain level of respect when you shit is shit, when certain shit is attached to your name. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Cool. That's cool.
I'm gonna leave it at that. So, respect everybody, do what it does, respect to him, whatever. But I don't. When certain things are attached to you, as a man, as a father, all that stuff. I mean, especially you got girl children, all that. And you feel where I'm going with it?
No, brother, I hear you, brother.
Yeah, but shout out to anybody that is pushing the Caribbean. Let me say that. I shouldn't even said all that. Let me say this. Shout out to anybody that's pushing the Caribbean culture. Yes, Cameron. Once I see it. Oh, you scratch yourself. All right, I'm gonna take a look at this one. Shout out to anybody that's trying to push the Caribbean culture forward. I shouldn't even said all that, but it is what it is. Shout out to anybody that's trying to push the Caribbean culture forward to make it more mainstream. Caribbean people like us are full of talent. We're the ones that made hip hop. We're the ones that made. We can make any music. We everything we do. But we need to be in a position where we get corporate money, as opposed to getting no money from Flatbush, a little money from a little party, a little soca party. We need to start getting corporate money, and we're intelligent enough, and we're smart enough, and we're all over the world. And our culture is loved but not respected the way it should be. So I feel like it's my duty to make it respected. It's great. Our culture is loved. Everybody know about everybody. The first thing, oh, you from Jamaica? No, dick. I'm not. Jamaica's not just the Caribbean. There's more to it. So I need to. In my opinion, like I want to put this Caribbean thing on the map in a different level. I want you to look at us different. You can't just look at us as a bunch of niggas that climb coconut trees. You ain't gonna look at us. I'm not giving you that kind of energy. You're never gonna get that kind of energy out of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna enlighten you. I'm gonna give you everything you want. I'm gonna talk about sex. I'm gonna talk about religion. I'm gonna talk about gays. I'm gonna talk about everything. But I'm gonna tell you from an intelligence perspective, so you have no choice but to respect it. You feel me? So that's kind of how where I feel like the Caribbean thing should be.
I like that. Okay, yeah. I want to skip to your show that you got coming up. You mentioned Haitian V. You have a show coming up. Can you let people know about this show that you got going on and the people that's going to be involved in it and where it's going to be at?
So it's in Brooklyn. It's off of Jamaica Avenue. King Studios off of Jamaica Avenue. So comedy and carnival. The concept is I like to laugh and I like carnival. I love the atmosphere of carnival and our parties and the way we dance and the drums and the things that make us unique as a culture. It's very specific. Those two have never been combined. Those two have never been put in the same room in a sense. So why not? We said, well, let's try it. We tried it and it actually worked out and it got the response that it want. And so Haitian V is a part of it. I'm essentially trying to build what Nick Cannon built.
Wow,
it takes a lot. Correct. I'm trying to get to that point of that kind of energy.
Caribbean tip?
On the Caribbean tip. Even though not just mixed in, but it's Caribbean owned.
Wild 'N Out, man. I love Wild 'N Out.
And a lot of us, so imagine the Wild 'N Out, the Caribbean version of Wild 'N Out, where we doing our shit. But we're not talking about rap music, but we do reggae jokes, or we do soca jokes. So you know what I'm saying? That's specific to us.
Hold up, Mel. To everybody that's listening right now, do y'all hear what he just said? Did y'all hear what he said? He's trying to create a Wild 'N Out Caribbean style. This is about to be crazy. Cause Wild 'N Out is crazy.
Well, that's crazy. This
shit. Come on, that's our culture.
That's our shit.
Snappy's okay. You're scoring. Why you gonna bust your box say? You like that?
So we create something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then we can come to the table different. Because right now, even if we come to the table from a business perspective, Caribbean people, they're gonna laugh at us for the most part. They'll laugh at us on the corporate level. And I'm saying these things because I've been on the business side. I've been on the corporate level. I'm in administration in terms of healthcare. I'm from a different. I'm not just some nigga that y'all see on the street. And I don't mean it, no disrespect to nobody. I'm not just some nigga that's just walking down the block. When you see you underestimate, you assume, but I'm not just a regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say that. I'm a union delegate. I'm all kind of shit. A lot going on that people don't read. I'm a well-versed, well-read, well-educated, well-studied, especially when it comes to Black history and history on the planet. I'm well. Any conversation anybody wants to have, I can have, and I can probably shred them. And I don't mean to sound cocky. I'm just being honest. So this is why I say I stand by certain things and certain kind of people. If I choose to do business with people that have a certain level of print, that carry themselves a certain level of principle, that carry themselves a certain way, that function a certain way. If you take care of your kids, I fuck with you. You don't take care of your kids, you're not a nigga I'm supposed to fuck with. Because we supposed to raise these niggas to fight the shit that we got to deal with, that we're dealing with now. So that all this George Floyd and all that shit, if you're not raising your kids, you leaving our kids susceptible for the system to do what the fuck they want and keep us in the position that we're in. The reason I keep saying I'm trying to build all these things and own all these things is because ownership is key, and they've been trying to keep black people from owning anything and trying to keep us economically deprived. You don't see them killing little Jewish kids in the Jewish neighborhoods. You don't see them killing little Asian kids. You know why? Because those neighborhoods have money. Those people have money, and they can make changes. They've kept money from us for a very long time to keep us in the hood and to keep us deprived. Every store that you go to in the hood in Flatbush is not owned by niggas that look like me and you. It's owned by the Asians. It's owned by the Koreans. Why are we buying Jamaican vegetables and Guyanese vegetables and Trini vegetables for some Korean nigga that speaks full Korean? Why are you in my neighborhood taking the money out of my neighborhood and taking it to your neighborhood and building your shit, but you sucking everything out from us? So, you know.
That's true. But you see, though, the sad part about it is that we really can't stick together. We can. Let me cut you. I'm gonna cut you right now because sometimes I hate when people say that, like we can't stick together. We can. It is the psychology. Let me explain something to you. The psychology behind the way our neighborhoods are designed are genius. The evil designs and all these things. I hate to use the word evil. The evil concept that are designed to keep us in position are genius. If you keep us divided, it's easier to take people down. You got the Bloods and the Crips. All y'all niggas is black. Who the fuck? What color you talking about? Keep them divided. Keep them shooting each other. The white people like, we ain't even got to do much. We ain't even got to come in and enslave y'all. Y'all can kill yourselves. We try, but Mel, like my man said, we can't. But the sad part is that if I right now open up a restaurant, no matter what it is, restaurant, piece of pie, and I should $4.99. Chinese man is $3.99 or it's $4.99. They're not gonna support. They're gonna say, "Yo, this shit is too much," or "Yo, you trying to get rich on," son? And I'm like, "Yo, dog, it's all in one."
Think about what you just said.
Niggas really don't look at it.
So think about what you said. Think about what you said, and this is why I'm particularly making it my business to try to change the mentality and thought process. If you have a business, we all try, but I'm whatever powers I have in my platform, I'm going to use it to bring a different light and a different to the thought process. If you have a business and you're selling your stuff for $4.99, you're doing that because you're trying to own your shit. You ain't trying to work for nobody. You're trying to, you will in turn spend money in the black community. We've been convinced for a very long time that anything is black owned is not a good. We've been bred into that kind of thinking for centuries. If it is black, it is not good, even from your own people. That ain't come from us. We ain't create that thought process.
Okay.
We ain't create that thought process. If it's black, it ain't good. Oh, I ain't paying all that money. It's just you, nigga. So you gonna take it from me and us. You're going to take money from us and give it to those who are going to use the money we give them to oppress us. This is why I have my clothing line. Why am I going to pay $300 for a Gucci shirt that you're going to spend $300 on Gucci shirt, and the people that own Gucci are going to fund the police to come in the neighborhood and kill you, that you just gave them $300 to. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
As
true.
opposed to when a black man has the little clothing line, he's trying to build his shit up because he's going to now in turn spend his money in the same neighborhood that we live in to uplift it. You say, nah, I'd rather buy a Balmain shirt for $400, give my money to some white man that's gonna now turn around and make sure you can't live in this neighborhood.
Right, Mel, this is my point. Like you saying it. You got a clothing line, but brothers, you have a clothing line, and I'm like, yo, the nigga won't support it because it's not good. But you could turn around and say, my clothing line is this sweatsuit is $1,000. He's gonna turn around and tell you it's too much. But
okay, that's true. So, but what happens is what if we could find the right kind of individual to change that kind of thinking, but without you even realize he's helped you change your thinking. Let's say someone can make you laugh and at the same time enlighten you, and you absorb it because when your heart and your mind is at ease, you absorb information a lot easier.
That's a fact.
So what happens if you find somebody that can make you laugh and then come behind you and say, oh, by the way, behind that joke, here's some real historical facts that you should really think about. Boom, 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 boom.
Right, that one. I always tell my son that he's a kid, like, if you want to bag a girl, so once you get her, now you get into your world. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. So as a comedian, you're gonna get people in with the jokes, but now you're gonna say, I got you that. Now I'm gonna tell you what's the real.
Correct. So this is why
that they absorb the real.
Correct.
The jokes.
Correct. So this is why I said some of the names in comedy that I said to you, because those individuals You know what I'm saying? Function a certain way that is necessary for black people to lead and help black people get out of a certain mind of thinking. This is why I said some of the names. I said people like Dave Chappelle. I went to a Dave Chappelle show, and Dave Chappelle spits nothing but real facts to white people and makes them eat that. You got to eat this. I mean, you like to laugh, but also absorb this. Y'all motherfuckers are behind. Y'all motherfuckers are behind in your thinking. You're spoiled. You're rotten. There's nothing good about anything you got. Nothing you've touched, nothing you've ever done is it's really you. It's you. And, you know what I mean? You've raped and pillaged. He does that shit and then turn around and say some funny shit and everybody laughs. But they all absorbed it and they all respected it because like, yo, he's saying some shit that's not fact. It's not lies. He's saying some real shit, but he's funny as hell, so we can't even be mad at him. So you have to have that kind of thought process. And I feel like if we have more of those individuals leading, you know, whatever the driving forces or whatever the culture is, we'd be all right. Our people gonna be all right, you know, through the next few generations. We'd be all right. So
I don't want to skip off for that, but I see you mention that you have a clothing line. So
yes,
since
sir.
you're talking about clothing, like, you know, we branding, support our sisters out there, everybody support black, talking about the Gucci. Let's forget about Gucci. Let's talk about your clothing brand and what it means to you, what you want people to say about your brand.
The thought process of the name Black Renaissance is really about a black awakening that is happening, or a real resurgence of black thinking and a black, you know, understanding where we are as a people. Number one, that's really where the concept of Black Renaissance came. Like we had over these past 2 years, COVID really helped us. COVID killed a lot of people and it took a lot of lives and fucked up, but it helped us to really understand where we are as a people. And we thought we were farther ahead than we actually are. And then COVID happened, and it was like, oh, so we not as far ahead as we think we are. And then you saw certain mind shifts start to happen. You saw certain, you know, black people start to have certain mind shifts. All of a sudden, everybody wants to open a business. These are things we should have did a long time ago. When it was Black Wall Street and it was all these things, all these black people opening businesses. As soon as white people saw this shit was going good, what they do? Nah, we can't. We don't want economic independence. We want y'all to depend on us for hand and foot. So now you see all these black people now. Everybody open an LLC. Everybody open this run a little bit. Even if it's a little clothing line. Go support that shit. Go support that shit. It don't matter what it is.
Support a lot of our people. Yeah. If the people want to, like, us to repost it, let the people know, yo, hit us up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, Black Renaissance is also I like to dress. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and just say it's about you know just the black shit, but it's also trendy, and it's also I'm still learning. I'm learning more of as a business person and as a designer and all that stuff. It's all about being a little trendy while I'm still throwing in little tidbits of black reality. You know what I mean? I got some new stuff coming out that y'all gonna see. It's fashionable, but at the same time, when you look at it, you sit back like, oh shit, that's Africa.
What you say? That's Africa.
That's Africa. You'll see. Y'all gonna see. You're gonna see when it comes out. So it's slowly but surely just trying to change certain mind shifts. Number two, I'm trying to set certain examples for my son. So you asked me again about comedians and people that lead in the waves. I don't want what's out in the culture that's leading the culture. Ain't no Lil Wayne, ain't no Lil Uzi. None of these motherfuckers gonna lead my son. I got two sons. There's one nigga on this planet that's gonna lead them.
You.
Nobody else on this planet. No rapper, no basketball player. Shout out to no disrespect to nobody.
Hey, I'm gonna leave my son. He's 23.
You understand what I'm saying? As opposed to your son come home and say, y'all, well, Lil Wayne said this, so I'm fucking with Lil Wayne. What, nigga? Nah, bro. So this is why I say black men got to take care of kids and think different and all that shit, because we are the lead of them. Number two, a lot of people come to my comedy and, you mentioned Majah Hype and all that, so I'm going to just touch this real quick and move on from that. A lot of people come to my page and, support to anybody that does their comedy the way they do it. Me as a man that's leading young black men in the real world, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not putting on a wig to make anybody laugh at any point for any amount of money on this fucking planet. I don't give a fuck who does it. I don't give a fuck who does not.
Hold on, but I'm not gonna counteract that. But as being a comedian, and you also said that you're taking like the Dave Chappelle, the Living Color route. Like when you do it, sometimes it's all part of acting. Like, you know what I mean? It's not a part of saying like.
There's a bigger psyche behind that, though, bro. There's a bigger psyche behind that, right? Think about every comedian that has ever bust. What did they have to do?
Huh?
As black men, every comedian that is famous and rich, what did they have to do as black men? Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, all the motherfuckers wore dresses. Martin, all of them had to wear dresses and act like a woman. The only person that didn't do it was who?
I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
You know what I'm saying?
I see where you're going. So you basically saying why we have to do the most
degrading thing as a black man to get rich. Nah.
Black man to achieve something greater in life.
Correct.
All right. Okay, I see.
So I'm gonna give it to you like this, just like this. If I can't make you laugh this way, I don't need to make you laugh. Period. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I'm not throwing shade at nobody. I'm not throwing shade at nobody the way they do things. I shout out whatever you got to do to eat bread, to get bread, and to keep food on the table. I get it. As long as you ain't harming women, and as long as you're bigger, you ain't harming kids. You got my respect. Do what you need to do. But me personally, you want to come to my page? Here's what my guidelines are. I'm not doing that because those little two boys are going to watch everything and they do everything that I do. I got a mohawk. My son wants a mohawk. Every week he asks me, I got to cut a tip. I listen to reggae and soca in my car every day. Every day my son comes out talking about I love soca every day. So everything that we do, your kids are following. Even the bad decisions I've made, I see them pay attention to it. So now if my kids are turning around 10 years from now, 20 years from now, I look back at my shit and they see me wearing a dress and a wig and whatever the case is, they may think, all right, well, it's just acting, so I can do it. And maybe I could, fuck it, they offer me the right amount of money. Maybe I'll kiss a dude on camera. You don't need to do that for money, big bro. There's tons of ways to make money. Your dad gonna show you other ways to make money. I got a song coming out. And it's gonna take off. I promise you. Go look at my stories. If you're on my page right now, go on my page and look at my stories. You'll see it in the stories. I got a song coming out and it's going to hit.
Mel,
so I'm doing everything. We doing everything.
Man, you speeding on me. Boy, you see, you got.
I'm sorry. I'm working with time. I'm sorry.
I want my listeners to hear what you saying.
Okay.
Got a record come out. I did. Let the people know what song it is, what kind of song it is, where they can find it, what makes music now.
Well, I'm just waiting to get it mixed and mastered. I'm trying to have it drop before Miami Carnival. It's a mix of Afro beats, reggae, and soca. So if you go on my page, you'll see it. You'll go on my page, you'll see. I dropped a little snippet of it before we was able to get it mixed down. But it's pretty much. I grew up in the soca and dancehall era, and I feel like if I'm going to do it, I'm going to stay in my element. Whatever I'm good at is what I'm going to make money with. Whatever I'm strong at is what I'm going to make money with. Everything that we do is the music and the food and all that shit, then is what I'm using. So I got a song coming out. It's pretty fucking good, bro. I'm not even on some casino shit. It's just really good. This is a really good song.
You know you got to send it to us when you drop it so we can premiere it on We Are Flatbush. When you drop the record, you can come on We Are Flatbush so we can let the whole We Are Flatbush.
Yeah.
We could do that now.
Yeah, we can do that and have everybody tune in. It's gonna be we gonna call it what's buzzing out of Brooklyn, what's buzzing out of Flatbush. The next thing buzzing out of Flatbush. I'm telling you gonna like it. Once you get off the live, go to my stories and go. You'll see me I was in the studio last night trying to finish it up. Just go listen to the first 50 seconds of it. You know what I mean?
Look, before we get out of here, right? Like I know you got a show coming up.
Next Thursday.
Can you tell the people who's going to be on the show again, and when, and what date it is, and where they can get the tickets at?
The links to the tickets is in my bio. MEl VYBZ Live, MEl VYBZ Live, Part 4.eventbrite.com. The host, Haitian V is the host. Okay. Rigo Suave, the stage guy. He's one of the better DJs coming out of New York City, especially as soca has taken over. You remember at one point reggae was the shit. When we go to parties, people just looking at soca like nobody want to hear soca. When we go to parties, it was all reggae, it was all Beanie Man and Booty. And now the soca energy has taken over. Energy is very important. So I got Rigo. Rigo is a big part of the show. Without me, Rigo and Haitian V, that show doesn't have the same kick. We got Kareem Davis and we got Eva Evans. So we're trying. She's a Jamaican comedian. She's a pretty dope young lady, attractive young lady. So we selling it. Next week Thursday, Comedy and Carnival in Brooklyn. We got it's catered. It's we taking care of the people, and we trying to have a good time. We're trying to build this thing.
I have to pass through there, brother. I'm gonna have to pass.
Come through, and it's an experience. It's not a comedy show experience. I don't get on stage and just sit there and tell a joke. Oh, so one day I was walking down the street, and I'm gonna enlighten you. All we hear is a conversation room. You know what I'm saying? Not MEl VYBZ. We in this room, we family. You paid to come here. You gonna eat, you gonna drink, you gonna smoke, you good. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do jokes, but we're gonna talk. Have real talk.
Hold on. If you saying all of that, can you give me a little taste? Can you give We Are Flatbush a little taste of what to expect at this experience that you got going on? Can you give us a little taste of what you're gonna give the people?
give you a little thing. You better wine, girl. One time, girl. Wine somebody. Work on. You know where I'm going? So, y'all from Trinidad, them are one bad. Y'all from Haiti, them are Sherry. Y'all from Panama, they want the banana. So we're gonna do do everything. So, but no, like I said, it's a really dope experience. It's not just jokes. It's an experience. I'm trying to sell an experience. I don't want people to come there and be like, okay, that was cool. A little sit down. Everybody we can do crowd participation. We have people come on stage. I'm doing some games to give away some of the clothing line. I sell the clothing line at the show as well. So it's a dope experience.
Tell the people where they can find your clothes, though. Tell the people where they can find your
black, BLVK. It's the black. It's spelled BLVK. If you go to my page, it's right there in my bio. Black Renaissance is something that's dope, and it's something that I'm also trying to teach my kids. Be your own businessman. Be your own businessman. Don't work for nobody. You work for yourself. Learn the business, because business is what runs this planet. You know what I'm saying? So that's all this. Everything I'm doing is betterment. You had asked me why I even started the comedy. The reason I even started the comedy is because of my two kids. I wouldn't have got on this. I'm not a person that wants people in my business. I don't even know who I am. I like being in the cut, but at the same time, I'm looking at them every day. I'm being honest. I'm looking at them every day. It's like, yo, I can't tell them to do something and then I've not done the same thing and lead by example. I can't tell you if you do anything you put your mind to.
by example. You gotta lead by example.
You gotta lead by example. So check it out. Check it out. We try to do something good, and we gonna represent Flatbush the right way. We're gonna take it to the world. We try to go global, man. We're not just trying to stay local.
Before we get out of here, because I realized I didn't ask you a couple of questions. Name a question. I'm gonna fly by some things. You just tell me the experience of it, right? I'm gonna drop something quick on you. Just tell me what comes to your head first. All right?
Okay.
Or movie theater.
Say it again.
Kenmore movie theater.
Oh, right there on Church and between Church and 21st and Flatbush. Church between Flatbush and 21st. That's where the most gunshots happen in the movie theater. You want to hear gunshots in the movie theater. That shit shut down. I remember the last time it was there was like 1996 when that movie Eddie Murphy Life had came out when he was in jail. That was the last time any movie was shown in that movie theater.
They say they can't hear you, Mel. They say they can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's what the people just say. They say they can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Kenmore movie theater was a beautiful movie theater. It looks like an old school opera house. Do you know that Kenmore movie theater was the first off-Broadway play theater? That's why it looked the way it looked. And that's why King's Theater mimics what Kenmore Theater was.
Right, that's a fact. Okay, tell me something about Kings Plaza Mall.
Kings Plaza Mall. Kings Plaza Mall. Kings Plaza Mall ain't changed a motherfucking bit. It's just one big square. Nothing changed over the past 30 years besides a couple new stores. You used to have a couple fights. We meet up at Kings Plaza, a couple hoods meet up at Kings Plaza, and we get a problem. But what stores is at Kings Plaza? I'm trying to remember some stores that Kings Plaza people were really late. There was always that JC Penney that was there. Kings Plaza was really just our little local mall. Then we got tired of it once we realized that it was Green Acres, right down the highway. Like, it was cool until you got a car. You can run out to Long Island and Queens, and you're like, fuck Kings Plaza, nigga, that shit is trash. There's like 12 stores in the whole mall. What am I going to Kings Plaza for? Give me something else. Give me something else.
About Flatbush Mall. Do you remember Flatbush Mall?
Flatbush Mall.
That was between like Caton and Parkside.
Oh, that little flea market shit?
Yeah.
Like a flea market, was like a little local mall with the little local vendors. Yeah.
Tell me, what is your favorite restaurant in Flatbush you like to eat?
Yo, my favorite food is Haitian food. So I got a couple Haitian restaurants. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I love Haitian food. Even as some guys, people like, oh, you don't eat Guyanese food. Like, nah, they got my culture. I love Haitian food. So Haitian restaurant is a nice Haitian restaurant on the Church Avenue called La Creole or something like a Creole restaurant. There was a couple other Haitian restaurants in Flatbush. C&D is on Utica. That's still Flatbush. They became popular. Their food is not as great as it once was. Pepper's jerk chicken, exquisite jerk chicken, and adjuncts on cereals. I mean, like, what else?
I like this interview, man. I like this conversation we having. You know what I mean? I'm just sad it gotta end soon, but I like this conversation because you really, out of a lot of people we talk to, you really touched on a lot of places. Flatbush. And you touched on a lot. Like you gave us a bit of everything. You gave us a bit of your life. You gave us a bit of your history. And I think that Flatbush, that. I appreciate talking to you.
Yeah, I appreciate
it. I found a lot of things, and you're a funny guy. You know what I'm saying? Even though before we get out of here, you do music. You got the clothing line. You work for the health. You're essential worker. You're a father. Is there anything else that you'd like the people to know about Mel?
I'm just a regular nigga. I'm just a regular dude, bro. Ain't nothing. You ain't gonna see me and I act funny. You ain't gonna see me and I function. I'm a regular dude. What you see is what you get. I'm a regular dude, just like everybody else. But whatever little, they say, with great power comes great responsibility. Whatever platform I'm given, I'm gonna make sure I try to, make sure our people good. But we say not to watch our people's stuff. That's really more so my motivation, along with make sure my kids are good and they benefit and see all these things. I'm just trying to make sure our people are good. Our people are beautiful people. We deserve better than we've been given. So, whatever little opportunity or attention I'm given, I'm trying to build what I can build, and just awaken everyone. Right, even if I touch one mind at a time. Hey, you gotta wake up, pray, bro. You gotta wake up.
You gotta touch one thing at a time. I mean, like you said, once you touch one, touch two. Like if we all Flatbush, touch one, we touch.
Yeah.
So we got the whole. Everybody loves. So with that being said, I appreciate you. We honor you stepping on the We Are Flatbush platform. We respect your work. You've been doing your thing for a while. We're gonna try to come out. We would like everybody to go out there and buy a ticket. Go inside, link inside. There's someone down my throat. Not that. Size bio. We'll go get the tickets for his new concert, for the comedy show. Everybody gonna support one another. It's all Flatbush. Respect to Guyana. Shout out to Guyana. In fact, we didn't even really actually not really about Guyana.
Well, I mean,
I'm a crazy.
We also need. I also part of a little bit of my motivation is to put Guyana on the map from a different perspective. Because people every time they see me, they be like curry chicken or curry chicken. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. That shit annoys the fuck out of me. So I also have the little chip on my shoulder of making Guyana be looked at in a different light. Because y'all quick to be talking about y'all everything backwards and Guyana. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. How about that? How about that? How about that? Because you know what I mean? Because we some ignorant niggas if we decide to get ready. Y'all don't really understand the levels. Trust me. So some real ignorant niggas. You know what I'm saying? But so also want to put that and also try to bring like a lot. Guyana needs a lot of change. My father's one of those big. Every Guyanese person is a politician. Every Guyanese person is a politician. They can tell you all about the history of the politics of Guyana. And my father's one of the people that raised me like that. And I think Guyana is a beautiful country, a great ecotourism. We don't got beaches and all that shit, but in terms of natural resources, it's one of the most beautiful places on earth, and it doesn't get respect. Yeah, we got gold, we got oil, we got a lot of things, but it's been mismanaged by the wrong people for a very long time because they've been controlled by the same people that are now trying to ruin us, and the same people that killed George Floyd, the same people that. You understand where I'm going with this? Wrong people have controlled a lot of those countries and made the West Indies, Jamaica's corrupt. All those places are corrupt. Everywhere's corrupt because these white powers have their hand up the ass of these other countries to get money in it. So I want to put Guyana in a different map if I can, slowly but surely. But I got to work on it from here, and I got to build from here, and then we could we'll venture out and try to work on little bit by little. We do what we can. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate you, brother. Like I said, we definitely appreciate you. You dropped a lot of gems tonight. A lot of people, you know what I mean? We all Flatbush salute you and
appreciate you, bro.
Platform. You know
appreciate you. Y'all be good. Y'all make sure y'all come. Support. If it's not me, just support your local. If anybody is trying to open a little business, a little cooking, anything they doing, go support that. Stop asking for a discount. Don't ask nobody for no discount. Because when you go to white people stores, you don't be like, you know what? Can you take some money off that? No, because they look at you like, no. When you go to the Indian store, you can't ask for no discount.
No.
Yeah, so stop doing that. When you see black people trying to do something, they're trying to better themselves for themselves and their family so they eat, so they can turn and spend money to help you. Stop asking, well, give me a little discount. No, pay the price. Just like when you go buy Jordans and we buy LeBrons and we buy Nikes and we buy Balmain, we buy Pradas, you pay the price. You don't ask questions. So stop. We got to stop shortchanging ourselves. But with that being said, I got kids I gotta go take care of. And I might get some cat tonight. I don't know. I might.
So get some cat tonight.
I'll try something. I might get. I don't know.
You know, GT people like to. I don't want to sit on the air. You know, like a top.
I'm not getting no. Stop it now. I'm not getting no cat. I'm just talking shit. But I knew I could rile you up. You like what? You get the cat? Like nah, nigga. I'm not. Just chill, bro. Like nah.
Yo, thank you, brother. Before we go crazy on here, man.
Yes, sir. Respect. We're gonna see each other. You're gonna see me. Definitely come out, support if you can. I'll see you. Link up. Positive numbers, love and positivity, right?
No doubt.
All right, bro.